In this video, I'm going to share with you how I got a Fortune 500 CEO and president to literally tell me that this was the greatest email that they ever received in their entire life. No joke, this actually happened, and I'm going to share with you the story behind it and how you can send emails just like this, where you can, number one, get people to respond to you, and number two, have them say, this is literally one of the greatest emails that they've ever received. My name is Caleb Guilliams. I make videos like this to help you live more intentionally and be a more effective human being. I was at a networking event. It was more like an event. It wasn't really a networking event. I got introduced to the CEO of a massive company. We would all know the company if I shared it, and we talked for about 3 minutes. I shared slightly about who I was, but it was mainly about them, because another video I could make is the biggest mistake that people make in networking is that they're talking all about them. No one gives a crap about you. They remember how you made them feel. And so I think I stood out because I was one of the youngest people in the group, and I was talking about them, and we talked a little bit about health. This person also had a financial background, I will say, without giving it away. And so from there, I was like, okay, from our 3-minute conversation, I realized that this person was passionate about health, passionate about sleep, and also was an incredible CEO. And so I went back to my house, and I was thinking, okay, I have this person's email. Didn't even have this person's cell phone number. And this person's email, how do I stand out? So what I did was I knew some of the things about health because, health is something I'm passionate about, especially sleep. And so what I did was I looked at a couple health hacks that I did to better my sleep, because the CEO was struggling with how they were sleeping. And so I literally looked at some of the supplements, some of the health hacks. I even picked a couple resources. And what I did was I included that in the email with simple bullet points. Like this is what I use for my blue blocking glasses, and this is what I use for these are supplements that help me get better sleep, because we were talking about why sleep is just so important. And then what I did was I just did a video email. I do video emails for almost every single person. And the video email was less than 2 minutes. It was like 1:30. And I talked about gratitude. I just said, hey, these are some of the things I admire. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to chat with me. And in this video, I number one, started with gratitude. And then number two, I just shared value. Like, hey, we talked a little bit about health. And here are some of the things that I do to help my sleep. And I just thought that these would be really helpful for you. I admire what you're up to, and I hope that our paths cross. I just shared just a little bit of who I was, because I didn't assume that he remembered me at all. And then I sent it. And then literally 2 hours later, he responded back and said, this is literally one of the best emails that I've ever received. He gets thousands of emails every day, and this was a way to stand out. On top of that, we now have a relationship, and many doors have opened up because of that. So I think the moral of the story is, number one, I was not me focused. That's really, really key. Number two is I did make a first impression. So it wasn't like this was a cold email. This would have been tougher because I wouldn't have context, but I was able to follow up in a very meaningful way, not pitching, not saying, hey, I want a meeting with you, or I want some of your time, just saying, it was amazing speaking with you. These are some of the things that I've learned. These are some areas that I can provide value, and this is what I'm up to in the world. And I just thank you for being an inspiration. I think I said something like, I'm hoping to be a CEO of a company like yours someday. And so I just really admire the time that you got to spend with me, especially if you're young and you can say that authentically. Great leaders will lean into that and say, I want to help this kid out. I really want to see this person be successful. But it was a way to give in a really high leverage, valuable way. And so I'm a fan of video emails, especially with the follow-up. I think it takes a written email and just elevates it 100x. And so do some of that to separate yourself, use gratitude, be valuable, actually make a video, and you'll find so many of these quote unquote stories are not just unique to me, but it can be tied to you going forward. Hey, I want to thank you for watching till the end. If you enjoy our content, please like, share, subscribe. It helps other people find our channel, and we really, really appreciate it. I also want to let you know that we have this thing called the Better Wealth Efficiency Quiz, and our goal is to give you a wealth efficiency score in less than 3 minutes, and really highlight and get you to start thinking about the potential inefficiencies that you have in your life. So if you haven't taken the quiz, go check out, it'll be the link below. Check that link out, take the quiz, and then let us know your score.